My name is Rebecca Kofi Araba Balis, and I'll be your host. I'm here with my co-host, and he will introduce himself.
My name is Dr. Isaac Babinyantichi, and I'll be your co-host for this session. So, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Isaac. My namesake. I'm also Isaac Edupon. I'm a consultant with Leadit Africa. Pleased to be here.
And I'm Herman Adai, also a consultant at Leadit Africa.
Now tell us, what is Leadit Africa?
Leadit Africa is a consultancy organization, and we focus on leadership development mainly. Okay, we work in the area of strategy, stakeholder engagements, and work with our clients actually to sharpen their focus on certain key result areas and work with them to deliver the results. Our ultimate goal is to be, through the work we do, help to develop leaders that will lead businesses and endeavors in Africa.
What is your philosophy behind Leadit Africa and on leadership as well?
Speaking to that point, we really believe in this concept of leadership that starts from the individual, starting from yourself, okay? And we believe that if you build the right attributes, the right mindset, the right engagement styles, etc., you would evolve from being personally effective to actually being influential with others, okay? So you start off by leading yourselves, you become effective at that, and then it builds your influence to be able to lead others, so in your team, in your group, etc. And once you begin to get things done through others because they are inspired, your leadership influence expands, and that's where we get world leaders, country leaders, etc. It always starts from self and what you build for yourself, you know, the skills and attributes you build for yourself, and then you can actually amplify it out. One of the concepts we also strongly believe in and do advocate is to have that sort of a balanced leader, okay? So a well-rounded leader. So we really use the popular symbol of the yin-yang to always remind people as to how they evolve their own leadership, okay? So that we don't get one-sided leaders, okay? Or leaders who are just forceful onto others, but being able to dive deep into yourself, build yourself, and through that, you can now move into the outside world to see how you influence the world outside, okay? And it's a balanced approach, so we always use the yin-yang to remind ourselves.
So if you get you well, there are people, every leader, your concept is that every leader would have to develop himself to be able to lead others. Are there leaders who don't even understand themselves but can still lead, right?
Actually, speaking to that point and asking the question, are there some leaders or maybe effective leaders who do not know themselves well? I guess that it's a very valid question, and I ask myself the same question very often. I believe that we are all on a journey. It's a leadership journey, and leadership is about learning, okay? And we don't finish learning, okay? So what has been realized generally is that for any individual, choose to call him or her a leader, the better they know themselves, the better they're able to adapt the way they relate, engage, and lead others, okay? So if you take that same individual and the person is so not self-aware, they might be doing many things that they call great, and the rest of the world feels and sees it differently, okay? The more you are self-aware, the more you know how what you do, how you do it, impacts your world. And then the better you are able to adapt or adjust it so that that impact will be positive towards the direction of what you want to achieve. So a deeper self-knowledge would always help to improve your influence and your ability to achieve results through people.
Oh, quite where this question and answers has led us to. So Leadit Africa, even though the name has lead inside, doesn't just look at leadership, but also self-awareness. So you are grooming the person to be fully aware of what they have, and then also to pass it on to the people that they lead. So then that brings me back to a question that came up that, so who do we say a leader is then? He should be self-aware of who he is. So definitely there are some traits that he should be able to find himself associated with. So from your end, Leadit Africa, that you're pushing this agenda, who is a leader?
Do leaders always inspire what we will judge as morally right or the right behaviors in society? Maybe yes, maybe no. What is important to note is that the person has been able to inspire an action in others. Okay, now there's a different thing as to what compass they're using and what sort of action they will inspire, and whether it will be in a positive direction. But that ability to get people to act in a certain way through your inspiration, I think it's the mark of leadership.
So you use inspiration here for a reason. I mean, to get people do what you want them to do, and they are happy and willing doing it.
So if I understand you, influence is what you are looking at.
Influence.
To be able to influence people.